bounds.
Welcome back to the channel. So in this video what I'm going to be doing is making a DJ mixer flight case for this KAM Pro 1500 mixer deck. Now when I originally bought this, and this is a long time ago, it was used to house a CD controller there and some CDs in the bottom there and this mixer. But unfortunately the mixer was too big, so I had to kind of cut into it and adapt it slightly, and I removed the CD decks because I wasn't using them anymore when we got into the computer age and that, for doing gigs and that. So it has been used quite a lot, and it is getting a bit, as you can see, it's getting a bit rickety now. It is only made out of chipboard. I don't know where you can see this bit here. This is the lid. As you can see, it's got like, it's going like Weetabix as we call it. So chipboard isn't the best solution for flight casing. It is quite heavy as well, so we're going to try and do something a bit different using plywood. I have a piece of plywood ready. So I have some plywood ready, some bits and pieces of plywood offcuts that I've managed to get hold of to make this flight case, but we need to take some measurements first before we do it. Now most of you will know this, but most decks are about 19 inches wide, like that, so they're always 19 inches. Now there are a few different sort of mixers that are different widths and that, but that's another video. And this is approximately 10.5 inches in depth, like that. So what we'll be doing is making it 19 inches wide on the inside, and hopefully this will sit in a lot better. Probably going to make it slightly lower as well and level it off, and that it'll have a lid again like this, so it'll be pretty much the same as this, only be a lot lower down, so it won't be as high up, and we'll also be covering it in the acoustic carpet. So we'll crack on with this video. I'm just going to mark out all the wood now that I need, take some measurements off this, and we'll crack on with the video. Yeah, making it about 12 inches high. What I do, this is what's called a speed square. It's a very accurate measuring. So you try to set that at 12 inches, make a line like that. I've got some bits to assemble now, so I'm going to start assembling the sides. You probably noticed I cut these two both together so that it makes an equal slope on it. And the offcuts there that are there, these will form part of the lid that will do that. So they will be the same size as the actual square. So that's the easiest way of doing that. The top and the bottom, this is slightly thicker plywood, so I'm using like 12mm on the top and the bottom because that's where the strength needs to be, and this is 9mm. So like I said, they are kind of like offcuts, so I'm just matching them up. It's probably best to use the same thickness of plywood where you need to, so you don't get unequal corners and everything. So to assemble it, we'll be using these corner mates. What these are nifty little clamps to hold them together. Basically they're just spring loaded like so. You know, look at that, there's a nice strong spring there. So we'll be using these to hold it together. Be using some fairy liquid. Well, actually it's PVA glue. Nice little tip there. If you've got some PVA like that in a big tub like that, you can fill one of these washing up liquid bottles with it, and it makes a nice little dispenser for your PVA glue. And we'll be using panel pins. So these are 40mm panel pins. They're extremely thin, but they work quite well with plywood. So we'll be using them and some glue to glue it together, which will hold it all together. Now if you do have a nail gun, it'd be a lot easier with a nail gun, but I don't have a nail gun, so what we'll do is just assemble it with the corner clamps, like I said, and glue it. So let's get started. So there we go. This is the basic box built. I ran out of SD card, I ran out of memory on my card, so I couldn't actually show everything being put together, but you get the idea. So this is basically the lid. You can see I cut the corner pieces off the corners, they were both matched, and basically that will fit on there like so and just lift up, and it'll have hookable hinges on, so the hinges will just hook off like on the old one, and we'll get the mixer fitted in there. There's a lot more slope on it unlike the old one, so it'll tilt further forward, probably make it easier to operate. Left a little gap there for the wires to come through where I need the wires, and also underneath as well. So I'm hoping to be fitting some sockets in the bottom there to plug laptops in, etc. And we'll also be putting some sockets in the back there hidden. So at the back, let's move that out of the way for a second. We have a hole, and this will be a door, and again that will be hinged like that, so that we can get access to the back of it, and it will also have a little clasp on it there to hold it in. And what I usually do is I use this also to plug it from the mixer to the amplifier, and if I need to put any other leads in there, and it gives you a nice quick access, and people then don't see all the wires and the fittings there behind there, so it tucks it away quite nicely, just having a little flap on there. That will be fixed with normal hinges as well, won't be hookable hinges, because I'd like to leave it on so it doesn't jump off at any stage. So this is part one of the video. In part two we will be using some acoustic carpet like this, and some carpet adhesive there. This is heat resistant carpet adhesive. This is what they use on speakers and boom boxes and that, so it's ideal for using on such as a flight case like this, because it looks good and gives you a nice hard wearing surface as well, and it helps protect the equipment from cold weather as well, because if you're transporting your equipment around in vans and cars and things, especially at this time of year because it's quite wintry and cold, it does affect your equipment, so it's nice to get it in something like that, so it helps protect it from the elements as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Part 2 will be coming up, and we'll be covering the box with this, and we'll also be fitting the equipment into the box as well, so get ready for that video when we do it. So take care for now, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you again in another video soon.